RKO Infamous NWO, back with another video doing my WWE Monday Night Raw review of, what month is it? What day is it today? June the 4th, 2012, and Raw got started off with John Cena coming out, being interviewed by Michael Cole on the whole Big Show situation. John Cena pretty much saying that he was defending Big Show, but not on that very night, as John Cena was going to over the limit and kicking out John Laurinaitis and getting a bit new Raw GM, and Big Show would have been hired. Who wouldn't hire the largest athlete in the world? But Big Show had to turn on him because Laurinaitis is a bully and he likes to boss people around to gain power. And this all led to John Laurinaitis coming out, and a match was announced between John Cena and Michael Cole for this Raw's main event. And yeah, but the first match that we got right after this was Dolph Ziggler, a rematch for SmackDown, versus the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus. And this was another good match between Ziggler and Sheamus. Ziggler got his spots in. He looking pretty much, WWE's pushing him to a higher, pretty much to the main event status. He's been in that mid-card slot. He's been in main event matches as somewhat of a filler between pay-per-views, like the last two Rumbles. He's been in matches with the World Heavyweight Champion and the WWE Champion. And now he's doing matches on Raw and SmackDown with the World Heavyweight Champion and putting on some pretty good matches. So hopefully Ziggler at the pay-per-view will be facing a top guy in the WWE. But since Jericho and Orton are suspended right now, who knows who he will be facing at the pay-per-view, and hopefully not jobbing to Brodus Clay. So obviously Sheamus beat Ziggler, and Alberto Del Rio came out and gave a cross arm breaker on Sheamus, and that's how that ended. Next up we got, what do we have? Oh, we had Sin Cara versus Hunico, which was pretty much Black Sin Cara, which was pretty much fake Sin Cara. And it was a pretty quick match. I'm surprised they actually gave this away on TV. They didn't build up to a pay-per-view match again, but that's WWE for you, and Sin Cara got the victory. Sin Cara made his re-debut on SmackDown this past Friday, I believe beating Heath Slater, in a pretty decent match. And then we got a Ryback match against two athletes, as WWE.com likes to say it, and obviously Ryback got the victory. Not much more to say, and his match was pretty much the same type of match that he's been doing in the past 2 weeks. I saw this match last week on SmackDown, this week on SmackDown, and now this week on Raw, against two guys beating them pretty much the exact same way, except this match was a little bit longer. And then we got the what was it? WWE Champion CM Punk versus Kane in a non-title match. It was a rematch for SmackDown, where it ended in no disqualification because Bryan Danielson interfered in the match. And in this match there must be a winner, but it seemed like there was nothing used to cause it to end in disqualification. But Danielson came out, he was on commentary in this match, beat up CM Punk with some kicks after when Kane was in the ring and the ref was distracted a little bit. AJ came out when Danielson was about to interfere, and then Punk did the suicide dive on Danielson. But with all that distraction, he came back in the ring. Kane gave him a thunderous chokeslam for the 1-2-3 victory. So Kane has pinned the WWE Champion CM Punk. So three-way, both challengers has been pinned the champion, and AJ has cost Punk another distraction, and for him to lose the match again. So hopefully this will continue on next Sunday's pay-per-view, and Danielson wins the title against Punk. But it was a pretty good match. It lasted about 20 minutes, and yeah, it was a really good match. Next up we got the Tag Team Champions R-Truth and Kofi Kingston versus Tyler Reks and the man who saved WrestleMania 28 not once but twice, Curt Hawkins. And it was nice to see Curt Hawkins on TV. And but the tag team champions obviously got the victory in a decent match. So 2 good matches and 1 decent match so far on Raw. And then we got the final segment. We got R-Truth. Michael Cole and John Cena, but Laurinaitis comes out and said Cena has to defeat this opponent to face Michael Cole in a disqualification match, and that opponent was Tensai, and Sakamoto had the guy, and Tensai and Cena actually had a pretty decent match on Raw, and but Cena ended up getting the victory over Tensai, and then pretty much had a comedy match with Michael Cole. At one point, Tensai came in and did his finishing move on Cena. Michael Cole looked like he was about to get the win, but didn't, and then attitude adjustment, 1, 2, 3. John Cena gets the victory, and this match was so bad that it was bad. The main event, it wasn't that funny at all. I thought it was pretty horrible, but that's WWE for you. Not to have to give John Cena the main event spot and make him have fun with it. Couldn't give him the 10 o'clock hour, but and made CM Punk and Kane end the show like that. But a pretty decent Raw. Actually went by much quicker than the last 3 Raws, and I didn't fall asleep like I did last week. And pretty fun. Overall, good show. 2 decent matches, Cena and Tensai, and the tag match, and Kane and Punk, Sheamus and Ziggler were pretty good matches on Raw, I have to admit. So that is your Raw review. Next week will be a 3-hour Dreadful Raw, where Vince McMahon will be coming back and reviewing John Laurinaitis' job performance. And so right at the top of the hour at 8 o'clock. So that will be that. And that is my Raw review. Thank you for watching, and that is all.